Hello everybody and welcome back to LEGO Empire, and in today's video we have part 15 of Ask the Empire. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First of all, we have a question from @MCAGamerZ2. Ask the Empire. 2 questions. Do you think the buildable Battle Droid figure will be Technic or mostly LEGO? And do you think this is a good year for LEGO? All hail the Empire. Great way to end off your comment there. So first of all, do I think the buildable Battle Droid figure will be Technic or mostly LEGO? I think it's going to be mostly LEGO. Now, am I saying there's going to be 0 Technic in there? No, but the new buildable figure lineup is LEGO. It's not supposed to be a Technic, super accurate thing as far as we've seen so far. It's supposed to be LEGO, brick buildable figure. So I think it's gonna be mostly LEGO, polished off, nice LEGO build, and maybe that'll hinder some functionality. Maybe you won't be able to move the limbs around or whatever. I don't know. I don't know much about the old Technic model and what was possible with that and how the new buildable figures work. I haven't really bought any of them, but I know they're mostly built out of LEGO, and they're not Technic models. So I'd assume they're going to do the same thing for this B1 Battle Droid, if that is just another addition to this buildable figure lineup, which I'm pretty sure it is. And then your second question, do I think this is a good year for LEGO? Yeah, and for LEGO Star Wars specifically. I don't know about LEGO as a whole. I don't really follow any other themes, but LEGO Star Wars, I think this is a pretty good year. You got Revenge of the Sith sets, you got Clone Wars sets, you got a few Andor Season 2 set. This year so far is pretty good, and if all the leaks and rumors hold up and come out generally as we want them and as we are envisioning them, I think this can be an excellent year, one of the best years for LEGO Star Wars, if LEGO executes all these sets generally how we want them to. But if there are a few hiccups along the way, for example some key minifigures aren't included, or the build has some issues with a lot of these sets that we all want, then that might hinder the year for us, even though we're getting some amazing sets. If they're not mostly good and without fault, then that's where we tend to not like the sets as much, and the fact that we're getting this set, slowly our excitement kind of diminishes because it could have been this much better. Anyway, I think this year is looking up to be one of the best LEGO Star Wars years, but who knows? We'll see if that actually pans out, and I cannot wait to reflect on this year once it is over and rank all the sets and just talk about every set that's come out. I hope to buy a lot of the sets that are coming out this year, so definitely stay tuned. Maybe some early reviews or something will come out for some of these upcoming sets, because I would love to do that. Anyway, with that being said, thank you for your question. Next up, from @ChrisHeinz PD9XM, interesting name, Ask the Empire. Since next year is Rogue One's 10th anniversary, what would you think of a Scarif AT-AT? I think it would be super cool to get an AT-AT and another Rogue One set in the same set. All hail the Empire. So yeah, next year is the 10th anniversary for Rogue One, and that's why I made this video right here. I don't know what side I'm going to show it on my face, but yeah. That's why I got so excited for a Rogue One battle pack, a mega battle pack. I think that'd be cool. You're talking about specifically an AT-AT, which AT-ATs technically weren't on Scarif. That was the AT, what is that called? I forgot what it's called, but it's the variant of the AT-AT kind of. It's different though. It has cargo on it and whatnot. Anyway, either way, whether it's an AT-AT or that other AT variant, I can't remember exactly what it is, I think that'd still be amazing. Even an AT-AT, even though it's not accurate, would be cool to get on Scarif. And a full Rogue One 10th anniversary lineup would be so dang cool. I hope we get Shore Troopers, Death Troopers, every cool Imperial Trooper we see in Rogue One, we need to come back in 2026. And I think soon, maybe this week, I'm going to make a video about sets that I would love to see, a full set wave for the year of Rogue One. I think it'd be a killer video. So definitely stay tuned for that, guys. But one set I know for sure I'd want, or 2 sets I know for sure I'd want for Rogue One, is the Mega Battle Pack I made a video about a few days ago, and an AT-AT or an AT-AP, was it? I don't know. I'm trying to remember what it was. Anyway, thank you very much for your question. Next up, from @MianPioneer, I hope I pronounced that correctly, Ask the Empire. What is your favorite Republic gunship LEGO has made? I'm looking at getting the one with Anakin, Obi-Wan, Padme, 2 clones, and 2 super battle droids, but I'm not sure if I should. Very good question. So first of all, what's my favorite Republic gunship LEGO has made? It's probably the one you're talking about, the 2013 one, based off Attack of the Clones. I think the minifigure selection is pretty dang good, and that's the only set we really see that specific Padme minifigure, and we get some amazing other Attack of the Clones minifigures in that set, so it's a great set, and the Republic gunship model itself in that set is really dang nice, but at the same time, the Clone Wars gunship from like 2008 or 9, I think it has that Bacta tank in it, which is just so dang cool, and I also love that about it, but I'm not sure if the actual build itself would hold up nowadays like the 2013 one would. I don't really know what my favorite one is. The only gunship I have, if you can see it right there, is the Coruscant Guard gunship. So yeah, I really like that set, but I recognize there are some things wrong with it, like there's stud shooters instead of bubble turrets on the wings, and the minifigures, there could have been a few more clones in there for sure, but I think it's still a very solid set. I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed it enough to buy 2 of them, so if that tells you anything, there you go. But yeah, if you are trying to get a good gunship and you don't really care for the Coruscant Guard gunship, I'd say the Attack of the Clones one is probably your best bet if that's exactly what you're looking for. I mean, go ahead and buy it. I don't think LEGO's gonna make a new Attack of the Clones gunship anytime soon, but if this is like more cost sensitive and you don't have the money, I mean, definitely go for a cheaper option. Like the Coruscant Guard gunship, you can find it on sale for like $110 nowadays, and you get Palpatine, Padme, Shock Troopers, Commander Fox. Like, it's a good minifigure lineup, and it's definitely a solid set, especially if you don't have a gunship. But if you're looking for a regular gunship and you want Attack of the Clones minifigs, go right ahead. If you have the money, you know, buy the set. It's going to be expensive. It's going to cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But if that's what you want, might as well go and get it, because I don't think LEGO's going to make a new Attack of the Clones gunship for quite a while. Anyway, thank you very much for your question. Next up, from @Zobaki11, Ask the Empire, will there be a Droid battle pack soon? So, we kind of got a Droid battle pack for 2024, the Clones and Droid battle pack. Half of it is like a Droid battle pack. You get the 3 B2 Super Battle Droids and the 2 regular B1 Battle Droids, but I believe your question is, are we going to get just a Droid battle pack? And I don't think a regular Droid battle pack is really necessary. I mean, we already have B2 battle droids and B1 battle droids in a battle pack, and they're pretty accessible, I think. You can find that set on sale for like $24, and say you're just trying to build your droid army and you don't care about the clones, go and sell the clones. I mean, you can sell the clones for like probably $2 to $4 each and make a ton of your money back, and then you have battle droids for dirt cheap pretty much. But as far as like a different droid battle pack, like a battle droid specials battle pack, I've actually been like vouching for this and talking about it for years now. I would love a specialist droid battle pack, like commando droids, magna guards, some cool brick built droids that we see in the Clone Wars. Like, there's a lot of cool droids we could get in a specialist droid battle pack. Oh, don't forget, like, about the Battle Droid Commander, the security battle droids, the pilot battle droids. Like, there's a lot of cool variants, even for B1 battle droids. So there's definitely some ideas you could put there for a battle droid specialist battle pack. But will there be one soon? Very good question. I don't think so, because there's kind of, like I said, a droid battle pack on shelves right now, and it's 100% selling very well for LEGO, so it's probably not going to retire for a couple years. I don't think it was on the retirement list, no. I don't think LEGO's going to make one in the next 2 to 3 years, perhaps, but maybe it'll just be in the form of a mega battle pack with clones and battle droids, and that's how LEGO wants to do it, and maybe that'll sell better than a regular droid battle pack. And maybe that's what we're going to get. I mean, with a 327th battle pack, aren't we slated to be getting droids with it too? So, I mean, maybe that's just how LEGO's going to do it. It's going to be clone and droid battle packs for until the end of time. And that's not the worst idea, not the worst option in my opinion, especially because a lot of people love clones and a lot of people love droids. Put them together and you have a nice set with both of them. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Unless, like I said, you're just looking for battle droids. In that case, maybe just bricklink them, get them for cheap. I think the super battle droids are worth like $1 to $2 at most in new condition, so they're very easy to get. And B1 battle droids are a dime a dozen. You can get them for like 50 cents to $1 at most each. Anyway, thank you for your question. Next up, from @binge Big Chilling Cena, that is a great name if you guys know the meme. Ask the Empire, do you think an Imperial Star Destroyer is going to release in the Starship Collection after the Playscale 1 retires? All hail the Empire. Great way to end your comment. And if you all recall, in the last episode, last week, I said if you put something about the Empire in your comment, I'm more likely to choose it. And you'll definitely see a lot of the questions in today's video have that. Anyway, do I think an Imperial Star Destroyer is going to release in mini scale, or in the Starship Collection, as LEGO is now calling it, after the Playscale 1 retires, which it's retiring this year, which is just crazy. You know, I've already talked about how much I hate that it's retiring so soon. I have it on my shelf back there. It's just on a lower shelf so you can't see it. I love that set, and it's too bad it's going to be retiring. But will a mini-scale version take its place? And I think perhaps, technically we already got Vader's like Super Star Destroyer in mini-scale or the Starship Collection, so we kind of already have a Star Destroyer. But if you're talking about a regular one, honestly, I don't really know. This is one of the first questions in a long while where I can't even like point to the right answer. It's possible because obviously Star Destroyers are a popular vehicle from Star Wars, the original trilogy. We know LEGO likes original trilogy, but is it gonna happen soon? I don't know. I really have no idea. Thank you for your question. Sorry I couldn't quite answer it. Anyway, next up we have a question from @AlligatorMordka1568. Ask LEGO Empire, what is your favorite Imperial figure? Long live the Empire, with a heart emoji. Oh, that's so nice. So sweet of you. Anyway, very convenient question because as you all know, or as you should know if you watch the channel, I recently did my Imperial Army video for 2025, and it's still on my desk, so I can just pick from my army here and let you guys know what my favorite figures are. First of all, Chrome Stormtrooper. Look how beautiful that guy is. Oh my goodness, he's so shiny. Look at him shine in that light. Oh, it's just so beautiful. So beautiful. And this guy is in great condition. No, like not a scratch on him really. Absolutely love this guy. And he's probably like my most expensive LEGO Star Wars minifig. And then another one I really love is this Death Trooper Specialist with the pauldron and the cool torso design and everything. Like these guys are just cool. They are like the elite troopers of the Empire. And yeah, they're just amazing. They're quite expensive nowadays, but I still like absolutely love them. I have 2 of them in the collection. Absolutely perfect. Love those guys. Let's see, what else do I got here? Ooh, Sand Troopers. Yes, dude, Sand Troopers. Basically any Sand Trooper with a backpack and a pauldron that is like completed. Absolutely love them. Like, they're so dang cool. They've got the sand details all over them, and I have a solid squad of them, which you all know if you watched my army video. If you haven't, watch it. But yeah, those are probably some of my favorite. I have Shore Troopers and other Rogue One stuff, but it's like behind my whole camera tripod setup that I have right now for this video. So to go and reach it would be kind of weird. It'd be kind of hard. So I'm not going to show you, but Shore Troopers, like basically any expensive or rare, because they're all the rare ones are the good ones basically for Imperial minifigs. So look at like Rogue One and Solo Imperial minifigs. Like pretty much those are all my favorite. But if I had to choose one, it would, I don't know. Death Trooper Specialist and Chrome Stormtroopers are kind of tied for me. Really love them both. But yeah, that's the answer to your question. Whenever someone asks me what my favorite of anything is, it's very rare I give a definite answer of one thing. Usually I have to talk about many different things because I just can't decide. Sometimes things are just awesome. A lot of different things are awesome in their own way, and it's really hard for me to decide. Anyway, thank you for your question. Next up from @LegoCloner, Ask Empire, do you think we'll get more Bad Batch sets? Now, this is a question I picked because I unfortunately don't think we're going to get any more Bad Batch sets. Unless there's some new Bad Batch stuff that's released or clone stuff that's like, if there's something in the Star Wars media that relates to Bad Batch that gives LEGO a reason to make more Bad Batch stuff, I just don't think it's likely we're gonna get any more. We've kind of had this theme in the past few years with Disney Plus shows only getting 1 or 2 sets, and those sets including a lot of the prominent main characters. Look at Andor Season 1. We only got 1 set with Andor, Luthen, and Cyril, and those are like the 3 most prominent main characters probably from Andor Season 1. Look at Skeleton Crew. We get the 1 Onyx Cinder with most of the main characters. And then looking at Bad Batch, we get the Bad Batch shuttle. I mean, we also got the Justifier, which was very, very nice, and technically Advent calendars, if you count them, came with some Bad Batch figures. But like, as you can see, like the theme is we only get 1 or 2 sets in these Disney Plus shows, and then they're kind of done after that. Like, LEGO just doesn't revisit them, at least as far as we've seen. It's only been a few years since this has happened, so we don't know for sure if LEGO's going to revisit these themes in the future. I just don't think it's likely. LEGO doesn't really have a reason to go and make Bad Batch stuff because they know clone stuff sells well, but there's so much Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, Clone Wars stuff they can visit for clone stuff that's probably going to be more popular than anything Bad Batch related that they would release, and that's just the unfortunate reality. Is LEGO's always going to make what's more popular, at least for the most part, and unfortunately, Bad Batch just can't stack up against Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, Clone Wars, all of those great things. It's too bad we're not going to see some of those amazing Bad Batch figures. There are definitely some really cool minifigures we could get that we just haven't, like those clone assassins. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to close off my answer with no. I honestly I don't think we're going to get any more Bad Batch sets. Anyway, thank you for your question, and for the last question from @GmanJ2C, what made you like the Empire over the clones? All hail the Empire. Great way to end your question there. What made me like the Empire over the clones? That's a great question, and a lot of people often argue with me in my comments about, you know, they like the Republic, they like clone troopers, why do I like the Empire? And that's a great question. Basically, because the Empire is just freaking cool. Like, their troopers look so cool, and clone troopers are also cool, but they just don't have that, you know, uniformity. During the Clone Wars, they're just not, it's just not visually pleasing to like look on clone troopers. They're all like different colors and colorful and have their own unique stuff, which is a cool concept, but it's just something that I don't love when I have an army. With Imperial armies, what I really love about them is every trooper looks the exact same if it has the same job. Like a stormtrooper most likely looks very similar, if not the exact same as other regular stormtroopers, but an artillery stormtrooper is going to have yellow markings. And I like the fact that if a trooper has different markings, that just means that it is a different job or a different specialty. And I think that's a really cool concept, and I prefer that over clones having different personalities and everything, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's a sweet story and I definitely appreciate it, but when I'm looking at cool armies, like clones just aren't as cool for me, and that's just kind of how I look at it. Basically, the Empire is cool as far as like how they look and how they operate. They're cool. Now, the stuff they did, maybe not so cool. But yeah, anyway, thank you for your question, and that's going to be it for today's Ask the Empire episode. Wow, this is a long episode. As I'm recording this, it looks like this episode is almost a half an hour, which is crazy. It's going to be dumbed down a little bit after the editing. But yeah, with that being said, hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below your questions for next week's episode of Ask the Empire. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out.